Okay, last section that we're going to be diving into is going to be chapter 11. So again, this was we just went over this just a couple last week. So this is all about depreciation and understanding the different formulas and the different methods to use. So make sure that you are careful when doing your depreciation examples. Okay, so number 46. Okay, so we're almost done. We only got like 10 more questions left, maybe like a little less than that, maybe 8. So let's go ahead and just finish it off so we can go ahead and I guess go for the rest of the day. Okay, so what fixed assets can never be depreciated? Okay, you got building, land, good. Yes. Land can never be depreciated. It can be depleted, but not depreciated. Okay, so some people might say street lamps. Street lamps is considered property. Okay, if you own it or if it's the city, then you don't own it. So this has nothing to do with you. Okay, just FYI. Number 47, okay? If a fixed asset, okay, wait, hold on. Yeah, if fixed assets are depreciated, then intangible assets are A. Oh my gosh, I just realized the quiz is identical. Yes, amortized.
How do you pronounce that word again? Amortized?
Amortized. Amortized. Okay. Number 48. If a machine was put into service on January 19, when do you start depreciating? January. Yes. Why? No, actually, no. Why not January?
Because it's after the 15th.
It is after the 15th, so you would depreciate it when?
February 1st.
February 1st is correct. Okay. So, yes, see, I said yes, and then I was like, wait, no, because it's on the 19th, so be careful that you're aware of the date and the specific date, okay? So in this case, we don't depreciate January, we depreciate the month after.
Yes.
Okay, number 49. GAAP determines what two components of depreciation. Okay, I was specific on this one. D, the estimated useful life and salvage value. Yes, okay, good. On the quiz, I said, what rules does GAAP, like basically I just said, which ones that GAAP sets the rules for. And that one I wasn't specific. This one's specific for depreciation. So you need to recognize that this one is only B and C. Okay? So good. Number 50. Okay, so we got 4 more questions left. 50. What are the 3 depreciation methods?
All of the above. D.
Okay, good. I don't think the exam is going to be that easy. Number 51.
Well, we just had this chapter, so it's fresh on our minds.
Yeah. Under the double declining method, at the end, book value must equal to
none above.
No, what's that rule that we have to always make sure that the book value should always equal to?
I want to say salvage value.
I first thought it was estimated useful life, but I don't question it.
I thought it was salvage value.
It is salvage value. Okay.
Looking up my notes.
Okay. Good. Now, book value in the very beginning will always equal your asset cost, but that's only the beginning when you haven't started depreciating it. But this question says at the end. Okay, so A is already eliminated. Estimated useful life. No, under double declining, we don't care. It is time sensitive, but you may or may not reach your end of the life, and this doesn't give you a value. This is in terms of years.
Okay.
Okay. And then salvage value, right? You're under double declining, right? The end must always you cannot go past salvage value. That's why if you do, you have to go back and fix it, right? So C is the correct answer. None of the above is obviously not an answer because there is an answer. All right. Now we're actually going to be moving on to use the following table below to answer the next two questions. Okay, so here is a nice table. Here it says asset is going to be a computer. Okay, your depreciation method is straight line, and its estimated useful life is 5 years, and your asset cost is 2,500, and your salvage value is 0, with the date in service is going to be January 5th. Okay, so what's the depreciation basis for this one?
2,500. Because you minus that and the salvage value,
Yes.
and then to find out depreciation rate, 1 divided by 5.
Good, which is?
0.2.
Okay. And depreciation expense?
I got 500.
Okay.
Yeah, that should be right.
Uh-huh.
I'm just trying to remember how I got it.
Well, no, depreciation basis times depreciation rate.
That's correct.
And 20.2 is like 5%. I mean, 20%. So
Uh-huh.
20% of 2,500 is 500.
That's correct.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you were right, David.
You are right.
Okay, I was trying to figure out how I got to that. I'm like, because the answer I got for the total isn't on the list.
Okay, accumulated depreciation should remain. It should be the same in year 1.
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
So 500, 2,500 minus 500 is 2,000.
Good. All right.
Yes. Bring 2,000 down for the start off second year basis.
Why do we not do that? Why do we not do that?
I don't know,
Straight line. This is a straight line method.
This is straight line method. That's correct. There's only 2 numbers you need to solve for.
Okay, the book value and the assumed depression.
The basis and the rate and the those remain constant throughout through the 5-year lifespan.
Good.
Okay.
Okay. So that means
Okay, so then we adjust for the accumulated depreciation and the book value. So in year 2, we are adding depreciation expense to the accumulated depreciation from previous year, which gives you the 1,000.
good.
So now 1,000 taken from the 2,500 is 1,500 book value.
Good. All right. So let's go ahead and answer the next 2 questions, okay? What is the depreciation expense for year 1?
500.
500.
Perfect. 500. Oh, where is my mouse? 500. Okay. Okay, so now the question is for number 32 is what is the book value on year 2?
15.
1,500.
1,500. Good. See. Good. All right. So see, straight line's the easiest one, remember? Once you solve for one, you can solve for the rest easily.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Number 2. Oh shoot, I guess I didn't have a double declining in here. Okay, so use the table below to answer the next 2 questions, okay? So the asset's going to be a printer, and the depreciation method is going to be units of production. Your number of, I put united. Your number of units produced is going to be 10,000 pages. And your asset cost is $500. Your salvage value is $0. Man, I gave you guys easy ones. And your date that you put it in service is January 2nd. Okay? So what is the depreciation basis for this one?
Depreciation basis is minus the salvage value,
Uh-huh.
or the asset cost minus the salvage value.
Uh-huh.
So it's still gonna be 25.
Which is 2,500.
500.
2,500. Where are you getting that?
Yeah, it's just
Because
500.
there's no salvage. Oh, that 500. Yeah.
Yeah, 2,500 is how many pages it produced that year.
Oh, I'm reading it wrong. No,
Yeah,
no.
same here.
Okay.
500. Yeah.
500. Good.
Looking at the wrong thing.
I was too. It's like when I first did it,
Yeah.
and
Alright.
the rate times year, years in service. So one. 1 second, please.
That's fine.
What is that?
I think that sounded like a phone.
Oh, okay. Oh, where are we?
We are solving for the per unit rate.
Okay.
Okay, so 1 divided by, well, how many, what's the years?
And here's oh, wait a minute, where's the years?
Does it say?
I don't think it doesn't say the years. It has the cost, it has the salvage value at 0, and the date, January 2nd, the date of putting it into service. No,
Okay, so let's take a step back. What depreciation method are we using?
Oh, wait a minute, units of production, so.
Yes. Do we
Oh.
care about time?
oh, no.
No. So what's the formula for per unit rate?
So this would be.
Okay, this is for year 1, so 12 months. 12 months. So, where's my?
41 point 666666666.
Where are you getting that number from? What's the formula for the per unit rate?
A depreciation basis
Good.
divided by estimated units produced.
Okay, so what are those numbers?
Oh, the units producer went 10,000.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
10,000 divided by
right.
500 be 20.
Not 20. You did it backwards, David.
Asset minus salvage value. Depreciation basis divided by estimated units produced.
9,500.
Not 9,500,
Would
no.
be 10. So divided by
500 divided by what? 10,000?
500 equals. No, it's not right.
100 divided by 10,000
10,000, yeah, that's what it would be.
is 0.05.
0.05 is correct. Yes, so this one has a different rate. Remember, it's not
Yeah.
a depreciation rate, it's a per unit rate. Okay, and it's going to be your depreciation basis divided by your total number of units it can produce, the capacity, okay? So then how do you determine the depreciation expense from this?
The 0.05 times the number of units produced for that year. So 0.05 times 2,500,
Okay, and what do you get?
125.
125.
Yep.
Okay, this is going to be 125, and then what is this?
Previous year's depreciation, so that's gonna be 125.
375?
375.
375. Okay,
Depreciation, oh yeah, plus the current.
okay. All right, and then what? Let's go ahead and solve for this last one. Oopsies. Go ahead and solve for the last one. What is the depreciation basis for the second year?
Minus the cost, minus the cost of the asset, minus the salvage value.
Which gives you
500.
500.
A point, 05 is the rate still.
Yep.
And 125 is depreciation expense.
0.25. No, 0.25. What? Where are you getting this number?
I didn't say 0.25.
Okay, I get 100.
Mhm.
0.05 times 2,000 is 100.
Yes, is 100. Okay, and then what's my accumulated depreciation?
225,
And what is my book value?
250.
Two.
Oh,
Nope,
wait,
nope.
275.
275. That is correct. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish this off. Number 53. What is the depreciation expense for the year one?
125.
125. Okay. And then what is the book value for year two?
275.
275 is correct, and that is C. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually let's just do this real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and backtrack, and I'm gonna eliminate this one because we're gonna try and do it if this was supposed to be, what is it? Hold on. This was 2.5. So what if I were to give you this, but instead of the problem being straight line, what if I said this was double declining? Okay, so we'll just take a really quick stab at it example. So if I were to say this was double declining,
Oh,
That'll be 40%.
okay, that means your base depreciation basis will stay the same, but your rate's going to be different. Actually, no, wait, hold on. Your depreciation basis would not
It would
stay
be
the
double
same.
declining, yeah, that's right, 'cause it's
Okay.
it would be times 2.
Hold on. Let me clear out my table and then we'll do it one at a time.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go ahead and solve it as if this was one of the questions that were being asked. I have a computer, but this time I'm going to double decline it. So, what is my depreciation basis?
2,500.
Right now, it is 2,500. Yes.
Yes.
Depreciation rate would be 0.4.
Yes. It'd be 1/5, 1/5 times
Two.
2.
Times two.
Okay.
It'd be 1,000.
Mm,
Right?
Did everyone get 1,000?
Depreciation basis.
I did.
Is 0.4. Yeah, I got 1,000.
Okay.
And seeing as the first year, wouldn't it be the same for accumulated depreciation?
Uh-huh. And what is your book value now?
1,500.
Good, 1,500. Now for
Yes.
year 2, what is the depreciation basis now?
1,500.
Now
1,500.
this one's going to be 1,500. And what are you going to multiply it by?
0.4.
0.4. Mm-hmm. Which gives you what?
600.
Sorry?
600.
600. Which gives you?
1,600.
Good. And that means your book value is what?
900.
900 is your book value. So yes, okay, so see, this one only had a few differences. All you're really differencing is that this one, your book value, your depreciation basis will always be your beginning of the year book value, okay? This one is always going to be your 1 over useful life times 2. Depreciation is you just multiply the two together, and it's straightforward after that. So, yay, good. We were able to finish all of it, and it's only 3:30. So,
That's great.
yeah. So now that we spent the time to go over everything that you should